She wants to tell him with the friends, he is acting as a friend. In his pastimes of opulence, he performs pastimes with Srimati Radhika. In his Kishore age, performs Ras Leela. In the Vishnu Puran it is said, Shri Krishna, who is the remover of all inauspiciousness, he performs in the middle of the night loving pastimes with his gopis, known as Ras Leela. Those gopis who are full of deep sentiments, they perform loving pastimes with Krishna. Meaning, Krishna performs loving pastimes with the gopis. The topmost pastime of Shri Krishna is called the Ras Leela. Ras means where do all the rasas come from? They come from Shingar Ras. Shingar Ras is the source of all the rasas. Where Krishna in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami as explaining Krishna in the middle of the night in a very secluded place meets with the gopis and performs various pastimes, laughing and joking. And so many pastimes of opulences. In Vidagdha Natak, Srila Rupa Goswami has described how Krishna performed laughing, joking pastimes with the gopis as Dhir Lalit Nayak. There is four characteristics. Dhir Lalit Nayak's characteristics. Parihas Patu. Laughing and joking. Nischintata, free from all kinds of we said Parihaspatu, Nischintata. Navayonancha means he's eternally useful. परि वो तो हो गया प्रयासी वसीभूत प्रयासी वसीभूत meaning he becomes captivated by his beloved's loving affections. And Srimati Radhika tells him to put altar on her feet. Do this for me, and he is ready to do that. He is totally captivated. Vasibhut. This is known as Prayasi Vasibhut. In Krishna Lila, his loving exchanges or his pastimes were incomplete. He tasted the rasas, but they were not completed. In Krishna Lila, he was not able to complete relishing the mellows. Krishna is saying, I am the form of this rasa. The embodiment of all the rasas, of that sweetness. Like rasgulla. Ras is full of ras. Juice. If you pick up with 2 fingers the rasgulla and you see the rasa dripping, in the same way, Krishna, I am the embodiment of ras. I am the embodiment. But I cannot fully taste. Do you want to be the rasgulla or do you want to taste the rasgulla? You want to taste the rasgulla. Rasgulla cannot taste itself. In the same way, Krishna is saying, I am the ocean of all rasas, but I cannot fully taste that ras. So, Nidan means he is the manifestation of that ras. Vishay, the enjoyer of the ras, but without, he's the embodiment of the ras, but he needs the enjoyer, the Aishraya and Vishay, the taster and that which is tasted. These two things have to be there. Do you want to be that ras, or do you want to taste that ras? What do they do? Ants do. The ant enters into that juice, ras, and gives up the life. But before tasting completely that ras, put one rasgulla and one ant will enter that rasgulla. Krishna is saying, I am the nidhan, I am the embodiment of that ras, but without the shelter of that ras, I cannot fully taste. Krishna is thinking, what is that divine transcendental love that is in the heart of Srimati Radhika, by which it makes me mad. I am mad after Srimati Radhika. Srimati Radhika has made me mad. I am full of pleasure. I am that tattva. But in Srimati Radhika's love, what is it that makes me intoxicated and mad? What is that? A love of Srimati Radhika. By hearing the name, I become maddened. And this is really true. Then he's saying, what is that in Srimati Radhika's heart? Then he's saying, when she remembers me, she becomes maddened. She embraces the tamal tree, is thinking that it is me. I cannot do this. He's saying this. Krishna is saying this. In the middle of the night, what does Srimati Radhika do? Thinking that the darkness is Krishna. This is being described like this. Seeing the black clouds. Clouds full of rain. She's thinking that Krishna is flying in the sky. And she chases after him, trying to catch him. I cannot do this, Krishna is saying. She is intoxicated by me, but I cannot have those same sentiments. Why? Because she is the shelter. And Krishna is the Vishay Tattva, the abode of that love. Once, Srimati Radhika was sitting with her Sakhis. Kaun aaya? Brinda Devi came. Saying Brinda Devi, oh Vrinde, where have you come from? I have come from your Kund, from Radha Kund.
Have you seen my beloved Krishna?
Then Srimati Radhika asked, I have seen, yes, he's on the bank of your Kund. And what is he doing there? He's learning to dance. But who is the guru? One, if learning something, then they need a teacher. Who is his guru? And Vrindadev is saying, Oh Srimati Radhika, on the banks of your Kund, all the trees, they are you, Srimati Radhika. Or are they? And Radharani is teaching me how, by the movement of the wind, the branches they move. And in this way, Krishna is thinking, Srimati Radhika is instructing me, do this way, by dancing. At the time of dancing, move your hands in this way. How you should bend your hips in this way, and the neck bend in this way. And this is the nature of learning to dance, how to move the fingers. Krishna. It's Srimati Radhika seeing the black cloud. I cannot do the same thing. So it's saying, Krishna is saying, Srimati Radhika is my guru, Prem, my guru of divine love. I am the student. He is learning the transcendental divine love from Srimati Radhika. Srimati Radhika is my guru. If you learn from my guru, then you become my Guru Bhai. If you also learn from Radhika, Krishna Radhika ko bole. Oh, he's telling to Uddhav. Krishna is telling Uddhav in Braj, go to Braj and learn this art from my guru. Srimati Radhika is Krishna's guru. If you take Diksha and Mantra from my guru, then Uddhav, you will become my god brother. And then we can exchange with each other our moods. Krishna is telling Uddhav that he is his friend. But Uddhav has not got these instructions yet. Prem, these instructions of transcendental divine love.
संबंध में ज्ञान नहीं है,
If there's no knowledge of this transcendental love, then how can you have an exchange with them?
कृष्ण कह रहे हैं उद्धव तुम
So Krishna is telling Uddhav, go to Braj
गोपियों के निकट जाकर
and go to the gopis
प्रेम की शिक्षा दें।
and take these instructions of transcendental divine love.
जैसे मैं राधा से सारी शिक्षा आपको दे दी,
Just like I am taking these instructions from Srimati Radhika.
तुम भी उसी प्रकार
In the same way, you take
राधा जी से
these instructions from Srimati Radhika.
तब तुम्हारे साथ
Then
मैं प्रेम के सब
I can exchange these loving moods with you.
आए थे मथुरा से वृंदावन आए, प्रेम शिक्षा लेने।
Uddhav came from Mathura to Vrindavan, but he did not get the admission into that school.
एडमिशन नहीं मिला, अर्थात गोपियों के कॉलेज में
He did not get entrance into the college of the gopis.
क्या इस समय तो ये नहीं था, बड़ा क्या पैसा दे दो बोले,
At that time, there was no situation where you could pay somebody to get entrance into the college or school, like there is nowadays.
यूनिवर्सिटी में आपको एडमिशन नहीं मिल रहा, तो आप क्या करोगे?
If you don't get admission in the proper way,
तो कैसे होगा?
then
वो लोग सब
these
रुपया दीजिए,
the rich they pay their way into this rishwat, bribe.
बिल्कुल यहाँ पर
But here,
आप रहते थे जगत में
bribery system nahi hai.
ड्राइव सिस्टम नहीं
There's no system for bribery.
है, बात सुनिए क्यों? यदि उस समय होते
If it was,
सबके पास पैसे कम नहीं
there was not a poor person he could afford. He would have taken the money with him and bought his way into the school. Oh, Braj, 10,000 rupees. 100,000 rupees. 10 crore. I'm joking.
किंतु गोपियों की प्रेम कॉलेज में उद्धव के जो है
Uddhav was not able to enter into the school of Braj.
उद्धव 3 महीने तक रहा,
He stayed there for 3 months.
10 महीने तक उद्धव ब्रज में रहे,
10 महीने
10 महीने
3 महीने 3 महीने बोला था?
इसी शास्त्र का निका टीका का निका
Some say 3 months,
10 महीने
some say 10.
yes,
However,
10 महीने तक उद्धव ब्रज में रहे,
he stayed for 10 months and tried very hard,
किंतु परीक्षा में वो
but he failed that examination, entrance examination.
उद्धव ने क्या किया?
He returned back.
उद्धव मथुरा स्टेन ऑफ पतिता उद्धव की विचार करें।
Uddhav was thinking,
मथुरा में
Krishna is in Mathura.
मथुरावासी के जो वो पालन पोषण करते हैं।
He is nourishing the residents of Mathura.
उद्धव के एक कृष्ण के पास गया।
So he returned there.
क्या करेंगे बेचारा? कब तक रहेंगे?
How long would he stay in Braj?
उद्धव कब तक ब्रज में रहेंगे? उद्धव के मन में ये भी शंका आ गई।
He was doubtful in it.
ऐसे प्रेमी
How how is possible that Krishna left such devoted persons and came to Mathura? And how is it is not how Krishna left them, and how I am able to stay in Braj as long as he has this idea that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then this high stage of transcendental understanding, transcendental love cannot take place until you have this Aishwarya mood, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then you cannot understand the deeper love of the Braj Gopis. The Brajvasis never thought that Krishna is God. They can see all the qualities of God in him. They see it, but they do not believe it. They saw Krishna's lift Giriraj Govardhan hill. This is not possible for any ordinary human being. He danced on the head of Kalya. He drank fire. Fire, forest fire. Do you try and see what happens? Drink fire? Not once, but twice. Fire. He just killed many demons. Agasur, Bakasur, Trinavar, Sakadasur, Putana. He destroyed, killed them. This is not an ordinary thing. But the Brajvasis, still Krishna cannot be the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they have this one impression of Krishna that he is a member of our family. This is known as Lokik Sambandhavan Priti. We see this in this world. If one's son becomes Prime Minister, still the mother and father will not salute that person. Maybe others may salute him, but their mother and father would not salute. He is still a child. The Prime Minister will touch the feet of his parents, and the parents will give their blessings to that child, because there is a relationship of family. And the Brajavasis, they think also that he is a member of our family. They cannot think that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this verse, they're saying they see the opulence of Krishna, but they do not believe it. A father or mother cannot offer obeisance to their child. This relationship you can find only in Braj. In Mathura, you can see this. They will give their blessings to Krishna. When the Devaki and Vasudev, they offered prayers to Vasudev Krishna in his forearm form. In Mathura, they have this understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Ayodhya also, in Sita Devi's heart, she also thinks that Krishna is not Lord Ramchandra is not an ordinary person. She has this understanding that he is also the Supreme Lord. But in Braj, they will not think Krishna is God. Yes, they see him perform such wonderful feats, but that because Narayan possesses in his body. This they worship Narayan Shila. This Narayan Shila, this Narayan Shila enters in the body of Krishna and makes him do all these amazing feats. Like a ghost has possessed a person. So it looks like that person is doing these activities, but actually it's the ghost that has possessed that person that is performing that. Like 10 people can be thrown to one side by that one person who is possessed by a ghost. That person who is possessed becomes very powerful by the power of the ghost, not his own power. Do you understand Bengali? In the same way, the Brajavasis think, no, is that Krishna is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why the Brajavasis don't offer their obeisances to Krishna. They give their blessings to him. Everywhere apart from Braj, Krishna gives his blessings to everyone. But in Braj, everyone gives their blessings to Krishna. In Braj, in Vrindavan, Krishna and Balaram, small children, when they go to Nanda Yashoda give their blessings to them. And Krishna and Balaram, they touch the feet of Nanda Yashoda and take the dust from their feet and put on their head. And their parents give them blessings. But the same Krishna, in Mathura, in front of Vasudeva Devaki will not let them touch their feet. They try, but they will not let. This is the Vedic culture. But Devaki and Vasudeva, no, they will say no. Because Devaki and Vasudeva, they think they are my son, but he is also Narayan. He is God. Because in the prison house of Kansa, he gave darshan in his four-arm form. When Krishna appeared in the prison house of Kansa, he said, "Oh, see my transcendental four-arm form." In Satyuga, you were Krishna and Sutapa. At that time, I appeared as Krishna Garbha. And thereafter, and Kashyap and Aditi, you came as, and I came as your son, Vamandev. And this third, that you are the Vishnu Sutapa. Now, Vasudeva Devaki. And now that worshipable your worshipable deity, like this Sankha Chakra Gara Padma, four-arm form, Vasudeva and Devaki, they think he is their son, but he is also God, Bhagavan. When Krishna went to the prison cell where Vasudeva and Devaki were, after killing Kansa and liberated them, they wanted to touch the feet of Vasudeva Devaki, but Devaki and Vasudeva refused Krishna and Balaram to touch their feet because they had this understanding that they are God. Dwarka, Mathura, he has this supremacy of being God. But in Vrindavan, this Lokik Sambandhavat Priti is there, where the residents treat him like their own family member. So Krishna is saying, Uddhav came to Braj, and Uddhav is thinking, why has Krishna left his such devoted persons in Braj and staying in Mathura? If only Uddhav would learn this art of divine love from the Braj Gopis. Why is Krishna staying in Mathura? He is tasting this viraha, separation ras, whilst he is staying in Mathura. To taste this separation, it can only be possible being at some distance from one's beloved. What does viraha do? Separation do? It nourishes the meeting. As much there is separation, then it enhances the taste of the meeting. If there is no separation, how can there be meeting? At the time of meeting, yes, there may be meeting of two bodies, but the mind may be somewhere else. But in separation, the mind is so absorbed of the one's beloved, so much so that you think that you are with your beloved. Separation nourishes the meeting. That's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this teaching to the world. Feeling separation from Govinda. If you say that separation should be at all time, you cannot say this. In this case, after meeting there's separation. After separation there is meeting. Purag, Man, Pravas, and Prem Vichitya. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Goswami Pad, in front of Parikshit Maharaj, he recited the Venugit for the reasons of Purvarag. These four stages of separation: Purvak, Man, Pravas, and Prem Vichitya. The gopis have grown up. Now it's time for you to get married. You cannot meet with Krishna now in this playful way. The parents are advising the gopis. A child plays with child, the boys play with the boys, and the girls will play with the girls. Otherwise, it may be a situation of child abuse. No, for this reason they were separated. And the gopis said, hearing this, they became very pained, because that natural, spontaneous love that the gopis have for Krishna. That dharma, the gopi, in that dharma, Krishna cannot live without the gopis, and the gopis cannot live without Krishna. And having to stay separated, the gopis cannot live without Krishna. What do the gopis do? They, living in their home, they remember all the pastimes of Krishna. This is shown in Purvarag, in Venugit, in 21st chapter. And Shukadeva Goswami Pad explains the Purvarag of the gopis. Krishna's beautiful form has been described. Such a beautiful. What is the fruit of the eyes? Is that is to see the beautiful form of Govinda. When Krishna goes to herd the cows with his friends, Govinda's beautiful form, how will we see this beautiful form? They become immersed in this mood. What is the fruit of the eyes? Is to see the beautiful form of Govinda. There is no other purpose for the eyes. The purpose of the eyes is to see the beautiful form of Govinda. That's why it is said in this verse. And when Krishna goes to herd the cows with his friends, and to have sight of that, and when he plays the flute, at that time, seeing his beautiful three-bended form with the sidelong glance, he steals our heart. Like shooting arrows. This has been described. And plays the flute so sweetly, with such beautiful melody. Srimati Radhika is saying, how can we stay in our home? What should we do in this predicament? The commentaries are saying, Krishna plays the flute. Who is actually playing? Srimati Radhika herself is doing. In the Ras Vichar. In the shloka, Anu Bayasa. It's a beautiful mood. When Krishna plays the flute, this flute, where he learnt this from? He's some guru, he must have. Who did he learn this from? Srimati Radhika. Krishna learnt all his everything from Srimati Radhika.
एक तत्व विचार और एक
This
रस
one Tattva Vichar and Rasa
तत्व
Vichar.
विचार में कृष्ण
According to Tattva Vichar, he knows everything. He's
किंतु
the
रस विचार
doer.
में
But in Rasa Vichar,
राधा
it is Srimati Radhika who has the prominent position.
कृष्ण कर राधिका पर कृष्ण कर राधिका प्रेम गुरु
That's why Krishna is saying Radhika is my Prem Guru and I am her disciple.
नाचाए
And she makes me dance, this divine dance.
निज प्रेम आस्वादने मोह हवे आह्लाद आओ देखो गुण राधा गुण शान फिर कृष्णदास कविराज पुनः कृष्णदास कविराज भूषण जी में राधा कृष्ण राधे के परस्पर जो प्रेम की
He says, I'm going home. Gurudev says, this is your home. From 1st November, from 15th till the 15th of November in Govardhan. The last part will be in Vrindavan. Start in Govardhan. 7 days in Govardhan. And 7 days in Vrindavan. Something like this, 15, 16, 17. We'll see on the online. Don't forget me. What did we say? Ras Vichar, Tattva Vichar.
रस विचार और
Tattva Vichar.
रस विचार में
Srimati Radhika, sweet loving moods are being shown, and in Tattva Vichar Krishna is all-knowing. When we come into Tattva Vichar, Shri Krishna's supremacy is established. But the sadhak, what should they do? They need to enter into Tattva Gyan. If you don't have this Tattva Gyan and just Ras Vichar, you enter into that, then there is chance of falling down. Don't be lazy in entering into Siddhanta. Otherwise you become Sahaja. I am Raskula Manjari. We have to renounce this Sahaja mood. Manodharma. This Manodharma is to do whatever you please, whatever your mind thinks is correct, you do that. But we have to go according to Shastra, scriptures. That's why it is said. But we have to follow in the rules and regulations and then enter into this Ragmarg, the path of spontaneity.
वृद्ध धर्म है
Uh,
जो धर्म प्रेम की जो धर्म होना चाहिए नियम भी होने चाहिए
there should be some rules and regulations of prem,
विपरीत दिखाई पड़ता
but here we're seeing the opposite.
आज ये कहते हैं आम्ही जे जे परस्पर विरुद्ध धर्माश्रय राधा प्रेम तुझे सदा राधा प्रेम विभुजार बैठते नहीं चाहे राधा प्रेम ऐसे मधुर जो है
Radha Prem is so sweet and ever increasing.
स्थान नहीं है कथा में बोले
There's no place where it can increase to. Still, it increases.
सीलिंग तक पहुंच गए
It's reached the ceiling,
बात कैसे बताएं
and how can it go beyond the ceiling?
हम तो बोले
How can you be measured?
प्राकृतिक जो प्रेम
In this transcendental loving, in love, in this transcendental love, is ever increasing. Try to understand it.
वो पानी पूरा ग्लास भर
It's the one glass of water that is completely full.
पानी डाल दिया
If you put one drop of water in that,
नीचे गिर जाए
then that water will overflow,
पानी रखने की उसमें
because there's no space in the glass to hold that one drop of water.
जितना ही प्रेम डालते जाओ
But in the realm of transcendental love, however much you
कैसे बढ़े
you put into the glass, it never overflows. It carries on to increase and increase. In this transcendental realm, this is possible.
एक गिलास पानी में एक बूंद पानी देने से वो जितना जितना पानी डाला उतना ही
In this example, a material comparison of putting one drop of water in a full glass of water.
प्रेम जितना डाल रहा है वो प्रेम और भी बढ़ती है नीचे
But in the transcendental comparison, this water does not overflow. The glass holds whatever you put into it. This is like contradiction of dharma. The impossible is possible.
बाड़ी से नहीं ठाई तथापि से छने छने बड़ी सदाई ये तो प्राकृतिक
This is transcendental.
जड़ जगत ये संभव नहीं
Where it is impossible,
जड़ जगत में जड़ प्रेम नहीं कहा
it is not possible in this material world.
इसके मन की मुताबिक बोलो तो प्रसन्न हो जाए
फिर बताओ मैं
मन की मुताबिक अकॉर्डिंग हिज माइंड
according to-
glorify to him you will be happy वो जो करना चाहते हैं चाहती है वही उसके करो तो
Yeah.
उसको पसंद होगा।
Yeah, in this material world, if you glorify somebody according to what they desire, then they will be happy. But if you say something that is against their mind, against their desire, against their interest, then they will go against you.
यदि बोलो हाँ आप जो करें बहुत अच्छा है
If you agree with them, they will be very happy.
तो कहते हैं हाँ ठीक। यदि बोलो जी नहीं नहीं ये काम
But if
करना
you
ठीक नहीं है,
if you say something against their interest,
वो क्या हो जाएगा
then they will become
शत्रु बन
become your enemy.
वो ढूंढेंगे क्या ढूंढेंगे तो कौन मेरा प्रशंसा करता है
They are looking for that person who will glorify them.
उसको मैं गुरु मानता हूँ
That I will consider my guru. But that person who is against me or does not glorify me, it sees my faults, that cannot be my guru.
तुम जो गलत काम कर रहे हो
If you're doing something wrong,
तुम जो कर रहे हो ठीक नहीं है
what you're doing is wrong.
तब आप तुमको छोड़ दीजिए
If the guru tells you this, then you will leave the guru.
तो उसके पास नहीं
I will go to another guru who is looking at my good qualities. This is Kali Yuga.
उसके कहा जाता है आत्मवंचना होती है
This is called Atma Vanchana. There's no benefit in this.
यहाँ तो प्रेम राज्य में कार्य
In the realm of divine transcendental love,
कृष्ण कार्य
Krishna is saying,
प्रेम पूज्य तथा विरुद्ध धर्म है राधा प्रेमान गुरु आप भारी के नाई नाई तथा से खने खने भारी से बढ़ने में स्थान नहीं बढ़ रहे
it's ever increasing.
यही प्राकृतिक
There is no place for it to increase too, yet it still increases.
जिनको प्रेम इसकी कहा जाता है
This is transcendental love.
इसलिए इस जगत में प्रेम नहीं है
Because This is why there is no love in this world, because it is selfish, based on the self. Everyone is there to suck your blood. They'll suck your blood, they'll throw you away, throw you out. Rus, they'll suck all the juice from you like a mango and then throw the skin. When the mango is ripe, what you do is to rub the mango, press the mango. All that juice that is the mango is very easy to suck out through the nipple and suck the juice, and that kernel, the nut inside and the skin is thrown away. Just in that same way. In the same way, what we call love in this material world is like the skin and the kernel, the nut of the mango. Once the juice has been sucked out, then the skin and the nut is thrown away. But in the transcendental realm, this is not like that. In Swarthamay, in all the love in this world is selfish. Sarthamay, wealth is there and property is there, then some relationship will be maintained. But if you're poor, nobody will ask you who you are. When you reach your old age, nobody will ask you. But in the transcendental realm, क्या होता है? Nobody becomes old in the spiritual world. And they're ever youthful, young, in the transcendental realm. There's no white hair. The eyes do not wrinkles, or your cheeks fall, now skin drags, or there when you are young and beautiful, then people will ask, how are you, how are you? When you have wealth and property and influence, people will ask. But when you don't have any of these things, this transcendental love, that love towards Guru and Vaishnavas is transcendental. That is for your all auspiciousness. The Guru and Vaishnava is always thinking about what is most beneficial for you. And everything else is to suck your blood. Krishna is saying, there's nothing higher than me. I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this thing remains in God. Atma Ramata, Atma Kamata, Aptakam. These two qualities are in God. Atma is happy in himself, desires. Lord is Atmaram and Aptakam. He still performs loving pastimes with the gopis. How do we understand this? This is the nature of love in the transcendental realm.
समस्त प्रकार की परिपूर्णता जिसमें है,
That which has everything complete,
अपने को अभाव बोध करना,
but there thinks there is something lacking.
अभाव बोध। तो विरुद्ध धर्म,
This is a contradictory.
अभाव बोध कैसे हो गया?
Even being complete, how can there be incompleteness?
पूर्ण वस्तु, उनकी विपरीत वस्तु अपूर्ण, अभाव, अपूर्ण माने अभाव।
Apurna means abhav, which is incomplete.
आप धनी होकर भी गरीब कैसे हो सकते?
How can you be wealthy and still be poor?
समझ में आ रही है?
Do you understand?
धनी धनी,
That wealthy person is wealthy
धनी होकर भी गरीब शब्द कैसे बोला?
and a person is poor. We can understand. But how can a wealthy person be poor? But this can be reconciled in the personality of Godhead.
भगवान प्रेम की लीला, प्रेम की ज्ञान,
This is the pastimes of the Lord.
सर्वज्ञता होते हुए भी
Knowing everything, He does not know anything.
क्या बोले? सर्वज्ञता और
मुग्धता।
है? भगवान सर्वज्ञ है
The Lord is all-knowing.
और फिर मुग्धता दूसरी है।
Then He is also
दोनों विरुद्ध शब्द आ
does
गए।
know nothing.
है? यही भगवान की लीला है।
This is the quality of God. So you have to apply your intelligence to understand. You cannot understand. You cannot understand. How is this possible? The less intelligent person cannot understand.
सर्वज्ञता होते भी मुग्धता है? कृष्ण सब कुछ जानते हैं।
Krishna knows everything, but still he asks Mother Yashoda,
कौन सा पेड़ है?
and he says, "What type of tree is this?" He asks Mother Yashoda,
किसने सृष्टि की?
"Who created the tree?" Bhagavan, Krishna. He has this Bhagavata, knowing everything, but still he is asking.
ये बात बताओ, ये ऋषि बैठा हुआ है, बड़े-बड़े जटायु
And he says, "This rishi is sitting there with the big beard.
नहीं बेटा, ये ऋषि नहीं है।
This is not a rishi. This is a tree.
ये कौन सा पेड़ है?
This is a bargad tree, a banyan tree."
उसके पने को जो है वो
No roots. The roots.
तो ये वृक्ष के किसने सृष्टि की?
Who created this tree? Krishna.
और कृष्ण बिल्कुल साधारण बालक के वंश
Yet Krishna is like an innocent child.
वृक्ष के नाम के
He's asking, what is the name of this tree?
इसलिए कहते हैं सर्वज्ञता होती है पर भी
He knows everything, yet he knows nothing.
सब कुछ ज्ञान एक ही साथ में विरुद्ध है। इसी कहते हैं
It's same at the same time. This dharma, opposite dharma is there.
आत्माराम होते हुए पर भी
Atmaram.
आत्मारामस्य मन आत्माराम पुरुष होते हुए पर भी गोपियों के साथ प्रेम विहार कर रहे हैं।
He's self-satisfied, yet still he is performing loving pastimes with the gopis.
आत्माराम आत्माराम के उदाहरण किसने दिया है?
What Janakmar Sukadeva Goswami is the example of Atmaram.
जब मातृ गर्भ से जन्म लिया
When he was born from the womb of his mother, he ran towards the forest.
रास्ते में कुछ स्त्रियां जो है
He
सर्वस्व
saw some ladies in the
स्नान
lake
कर रही थी।
who were bathing.
सुखदेव गोस्वामी
Sukadeva Goswami was just passed by them, and they did not react.
और स्त्रियों की किसी प्रकार विकास
They did not become shy.
अब तो काम
They did not try to cover themselves. Sridhar Jana. You remember?
जगन महाराज के अब तो काम
Aptakam.
पूर्ण होते हैं कोई संसार की किसी वस्तु को
He had he was not attached to this material world in any way. Aptakam, this is one of the qualities of Aptakam, Brahmagyani. He's not attached to anything. The marriage ceremony of Sita, everyone was crying. Sita was crying herself, but Janak Maharaj was not moved. Nothing, not a drop of tear from his eye. Still, when Sita embraced her father, Janak Maharaj, just then one tiny drop of tear came into his eyes. Srimati Radhika's expansion, Aladini Shakti, Sita Devi is an expansion of her. In Tattva Vichara, there is no difference between Sita and Srimati Radhika. One who is touched by this Ananda Swarup, Aladini Shakti, their heart must certainly melt in some way or another. When she was saying, "Oh my father," and embraced him, some small tear came in his eyes. Atmaram, Aptakam. In this world, with this attachment becomes the cause of bondage to wherever mother, father, brother, sister, wherever you have this attachment, you will have to come back as Kailash in the story. We heard that story. The story of Kailash. He came again and again into this matter. And Bharat Maharaj took birth as a deer. Bharat Maharaj attained Bhav. He reached this high stage of Bhav. And still he had this attachment to the deer, and the result of which was, at the time of death, thinking of the deer, he had to take a body of a deer. At the time of death, this life passed in front of him. At that time of death, whatever we have attached to, that comes in the forefront of our meditation. This is shown in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Bharat Maharaj, you're seeing that deer that had gone. That deer came in front of him. There was no deer there actually, but his mind projected this deer in front of him. There was no deer there. The deer had gone. But Bharat Maharaj was thinking again and again that the image of the deer came in his vision. And for this reason, he had to take birth as a deer. So in this way, 3 lives. This attachment is what is the result of this attachment. To perform bhajan is not so easy. How we think it is easy, it's not so easy. This attachment is the cause of bondage. And the Vitrasur's we should read the pastimes of Vitrasur by the 4 shlokas. He was glorifying the Lord. They're beautiful. We try and remember these shlokas. So, this is beautiful shlok. Pronunciation should be important. Oh, Govinda, the one with those eyes, the gopis who love you. I want to have that same mood. Priya, beloved and lover, oh, how they have eagerness to meet with each other. May, oh my Lord, may that mood be in my heart. Now, this is Gopi Bhav. Leaving Sakyat, and this Parikya Bhav is being shown. The commentators of this shloka are saying this is actually Parikya Bhav, just like a chaste housewife performs all her duties perfectly, but in her heart she has love and affection for another. In her mind she's thinking of another, but she's performing all her household duties perfectly, expertly, perfectly. Nobody knows, nobody can tell that in her heart she has love and affection for another. Who recited is reciting this shloka? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. The Braj Gopis, they were married, but that love and affection they had for Krishna, nobody knew about. And the Gopis performed ras dance with Krishna. Did the Brajvasis know? No. This is the thing. After Krishna left, the ras dance. Oh, after Krishna, when Krishna is performing his manifest pastimes, the Brajavasis did not know that Krishna was performing ras dance with the gopis. Some gopis were doubtful of something going on, but in reality they did not know that flute playing that Krishna called the gopis were those gopis who were deeply attached to Krishna. The invitation was not given to all the gopis. Those who were only close and dear to Krishna were called by that sound of the vibration of klim that entered into the ears of the gopis. It entered into the ears of Mother Yashoda, into the sakhas, the friends, but they had a different effect. The sakhas are thinking Krishna is calling us to herd the cows. When that sound fell in the ears of Mother Yashoda, her Vatsalya Bhav made her think that Krishna is hungry, that I should make some very nice preparations to satisfy Krishna. She cooked for Gopal in this way. That same klim sound here entering in the ears of the gopis. And in that klim sound, with each individual gopi's name was recited. Bhaktivinoda Thakur in this song. Krishware Naam. Radhe Radhe. Krishna, what was the sound of the flute of Krishna? Klim. And Srimati Radhika was hearing Radha. What was Lalita hearing? Lalite, Lalite, by their individual name. That's why it is saying this. Who is saying? Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Kamal Manjari is saying. The Manjaris are not being called. If you call there is no need to call the Manjaris separately. They will come. When you call Guru, the disciples follow behind. You did not call me, but you said you called Guru there. I am Gurudev Shadow. If the body is going, there's a shadow will surely follow. If you call Srimati Radhika, then all the Manjaris will certainly come. Say, for this reason, Bhagavad Archa Marik Mala, one Anangamaja, this Lalita, there is shlokas, each one shlok for each. Some people say the Manjaris are not there. All the Manjaris are there in the rasa. All the gopis and Manjaris. Bhagavad Arka Marichi Mala. In this book. Because you don't read it. Who is saying this shloka? Ananga Manjari is reciting this shloka. Rupa Manjari is reciting another shloka. There is no need to call the Manjari separately. What is the speciality? These Lalita Vishaka Sadhan Bhartika Naika Prana Prashta Shakis. They are called in any case, but you do not call the Manjari separately. When the king is called, when the king or his entourage is also there, the king does not come on his own. The umbrella bearer comes will also come. Will come. He says, you cannot say you are not called, invited. Umbrella carrier. I am the king's umbrella carrier. And the king will not hold his own umbrella. And when you call the king, this umbrella carrier will come. It says, not need to call separately. Hare Krishna. This is beautiful. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying in the Ras, all the manjaris over there, who will serve? Your father will serve? Come and serve now. Seva. Yeah, we'll have to serve. This is a beautiful conception. Srimati Radhika is coming, and along with her, all the manjaris are coming. Tatra tatra. Wherever Srimati Radhika is, her maidservants are always there with her. They do not need to be called separately. This time, Don Bihari Lal ki jai, Shri Radhe Shyam. Just remember this Viruddha Dharma. In this Srimati Radhika's contradictory, जो बढ़ते जाते हैं, स्थान बढ़ने का स्थान नहीं रहते तब भी बढ़ते जाते, वो उनका प्रेम. You didn't understand anything. Did you understand something? No. Ask a question. Then ask a question. Nirvikar. He is without changing. He is changing. He is although he is unchanging, fixed, constant, but still he is changing. Seeing the gopis, Krishna is saying, I am a brahmachari. Krishna, gopi is saying, you are brahmachari. What kind of brahmachari are you? Turak brahmachari. You are Turak brahmachari. That means a horse brahmachari, like a horse. A horse is very calm and quiet. When he sees a female horse, a mare, then that brahmachari is no longer brahmachari. Even though he is unchanging, he has transformation. This is the contradiction of dharmas. No do you write in your mind, no do you write on a piece of paper, or no do you write in the mud or field. Yeah?
What did you write?
Where did you write? Where did you write?
What did you write?
What?
Write your mind or write your
On the paper or on the mind?
write your
Paper.
on your
Paper.
Krishna Viruddha Dharma क्या है?
What is the contradictory dharma in Krishna and the Viruddha dharma, contradictory dharma in Srimati Radhika? Try to learn something.
कृष्ण में विरुद्ध धर्म कृष्ण कह रहा है मैं
Krishna is saying here, Krishna is saying, Krishna is saying, I am Atmaram Aptakam. What is the opposite of this? Kami Purush. Although he's satisfied in himself, he's still performing pastimes. Karya Kriya, he has no attachment or interest in anything. But I still have this attachment for the gopis. This is my opposite dharma. Atmaram, he being Atmaram, self-satisfied in himself. He performs past ras with the gopis. This is contradictory. And Srimati Radhika, what is the viparit dharma or contradictory dharma? She is the embodiment of all qualities. She thinks she has no good qualities. She gives respect to everyone. Very simple, pure. Even though being pure and simple-hearted, that means she still performs man. And to perform this man, you have to have some crookedness in you. Crooked. Although being simple, she is crooked. And this is a realm of divine transcendental love. Krishna is saying, I have this contradictory dharma. Srimati Radhika also has. Being simple, even though being simple, she is crooked. Viparit, these are opposite qualities. Krishna being brahmachari, he is not brahmachari. He is brahmachari, but he performs pastimes with the gopis. In the realm of divine love, this can be possible. Srimati Radhika is very simple. She's the embodiment of Mahabhava. But still, she's showing her contrary mood. She makes Krishna dance. This Bhammata, this one type of weapon. In Parikya, there are these 4 weapons. Bhammata, Prachanda Kamata, Mardha and Dullabhata. These 4 qualities. This is not possible in Sakhya. In Sakhya, there are simple. Only through Parikya Bhava does Krishna taste this transcendental love. Rukmani is Satyabhama. In Dwarkapuri is Sakhya, but in Braj is Parakya.
তাই বলতে
दे हरी हरी वो काल
tomorrow I will ask.
what did you learn
Get it.
tomorrow? Tomorrow morning everybody's departing at 8 o'clock in the morning. So everybody's catching a train or a plane. Only Gurudev and Chaitanya will be here. So Chaitanya will
सरल रेखा कैसे वाले वक्र रेखा का सरल और वक्र वक्र मैंने बात करना है